We're going to do some cleanup on the walk cycle that we started. And so we've got drawing number 1 here of our hero. Here's a clean sheet of paper. Now this is smooth drawing paper. It's not really thick, but you do need to turn on the light so you can see the drawing clearly underneath. So there we have our light on. And let's start with a 2B pencil. Smooth out the paper there. Sometimes you start just going over the rough drawing with a black pencil. Other times you make yet another blue pencil drawing and go over it. We're going to just go over with our black pencil. Now, like I said, this is a 2B Tombow. Try and make your strokes smooth. There's his ear, the eye hole. So this outside contour line, we want to thicken that up a bit. And we always want to make sure that the lines have the same dark density all the way through. Now let's come around the back of the head here. Down there. And what we're trying to do all the time is show some volume with this line work, even though we're working on a two-dimensional surface. And the way we do that sometimes is we make a little bit thicker line on the underside of a form and a little bit thinner on the top side of the form. And then thinner still inside. So we got these nice dark lines here, but as we come down to the bottom of the hand, we'll make that a little bit thicker line. There. Get that belt buckle there. So try and keep your lines a little bit, keep them smooth, try and keep them lively, keep your hand lively. There we go. And it's around there, around the hand. The cape comes down here. So there we go with a 2B pencil. Make this line a little bit heavier, thicker, because it's underside. The forms that are on top That should have a little bit lighter line. So there's a basic demo about doing animation cleanup. And that's a 2B pencil. Now, I'm going to try another pencil. That paper's too thin. I like that thicker paper. This is more like what we used to use for the old cartoons. It's this thicker, smooth paper. This is a 9B, so you don't have to press as hard. And you can get a nice line with this, with just a small amount of pressure. Now, you don't have to go out and get this pencil exactly. What you have to do is go to the store and try out some pencils and see which ones you like for your project, okay? When you do this type of work, you can also feel the paper as you draw. And the paper has definite ridges to it that, if you're not careful, will steer your pencil. So that's why you sometimes make a line with less pressure and then go back over it with more pressure. And that way you're not letting the paper guide your pencil. So that's the 9B. And like I said, you've got to find which one is perfect for you and what you want your project to look like. So we'll see you next time. In the meantime, keep drawing.